SAT practice test number 8. We're in the calculator section. Alright, so a granite block in the shape of a right rectangular prism, basically a box, has dimensions 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. The block has a density of 2.8 grams per cubic centimeter. What is the mass of the block in grams? And it says density is mass per unit volume. So basically, we're just going to find the volume and multiply it times the density. So we'll multiply 30 times 40 times 50 to get the volume. And then I'm going to multiply this times the density, times the 2.8.
So I get 16.
So my answer is D. They did have C with the wrong number of zeros. Alright, number 17. Ages of 20 students enrolled in a college class. The table above shows the distribution of ages of the 20 students, so that's my total number, enrolled in a college class. Which of the following gives the correct order of the mean, median, and mode? Mode means it happens more than once. Mean is, I'm just going to add up all that I have, divide by how many I have, which is the 20. And median means I put them in order, and then I pick the middle one. This gives me a frequency, so this table isn't super useful. I'm going to actually do it in order. So I've got 6 18s. And I've got 5 19s. And I've got 4 20s. And I've got 2 21s. 1 22. 1 23. And 1 30. So, first I'm going to get the median. For the median, I'm just going to count to the 10th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, my median is 19. For my mean, I need to actually add all these up and divide by 0. You can just type all of these in and add them up, or you could do 6 times that, 5 times that, and add all that stuff up. I'm just going to multiply. 18 times 6 plus 19 times 5 plus 20 times 4 plus 21 times 2 plus 22 plus 23 plus 30, and all of that is divided by 20. So that means my mean is 20. So first we can just get rid of stuff based on that. This has median less than mean. This has mean less than median, so that's wrong.
Mean less than median, that one's wrong.
Now our mode, we have the most 18s. So my answer is A. Alright, for number 16, number of adults contracting colds. The table shows the results of a research study that investigated the therapeutic value of vitamin C in preventing colds. A random sample of 300 adults received either a vitamin C pill or a sugar pill each day during a 2-week period, and the adults reported whether they contracted a cold during that time period. What proportion of adults who received a sugar pill reported contracting a cold? So they want adults who got a sugar pill and caught a cold. Now, the important part to this is that our total is adults who got a sugar pill. So, total adults who got a sugar pill is 150. And they want to know that they did get a cold. So, going to be 33 out of 150. So 11 out of 50.
Wait, so what did you do? You freaking divide it?
They wanted to know ones who got a sugar pill, what proportion got a cold?
The 33.
So I only care about the sugar pill row. I don't care about the other totals. If they said out of everyone who got a sugar pill and got a cold, then it'd be this one divided by that one. But since they only care about the proportion out of those who received the sugar pill, I'm using this total and this number.
I'm slow.
Alright, number 18. The figure below shows the relationship between the percent of leaf litter mass remaining after decomposing for 3 years and the mean annual temperature in degrees Celsius in 18 forests in Canada. A line of best fit is also shown. The particular forest in Canada, whose data is not included in the figure, had a mean annual temperature of -2°C. Based on the line of best fit, which of the following is closest to the predicted percent of leaf litter mass remaining in this particular forest after decomposing for 3 years? We got dots. We're going to circle the dots. And they want to know at -2°C, that's right about here. I want my answer to be in the middle of the circles. So I go up, I go over, I want something around there. So between 65 and 70. Let me scroll up a little bit so we see D. Alright, let's go with B, 63%. So we wanted something in the mid-60s. And for 19, the range of the polynomial function f is the set of real numbers less than or equal to 4. So range, y is less than or equal to 4. The zeros of f, zeros, solutions, roots, x-intercepts, they're all the same thing. It's just where it hits the x-axis. And they want to know which of the following could represent y equals f of x. So for A, it starts at 4 and goes down, so the range is okay. Now, my solutions need to be -3 and 1, so it needs to hit the x-axis at -3 and 1. So this hits at 1, 1, 2, 3, this hits at -3, A can be my graph. Now, let's look at the other ones just to talk about why they can't be. Alright, for B, your x-axis is there, 1, 2, 3, 4. It does start in the right spot, but where it hits the x-axis has got the signs all mixed up. It has -1 and +3 for your solutions. C is facing the wrong way. This would be y is greater than -4, so that's not going to work. And for D, D is actually hitting the x-axis 3 times. It hits here, here, and here, so I'm going to have 3 solutions. Also, it keeps going up and it keeps going down, so the range would be all real numbers. The average annual energy cost for a certain home is $4,334. The homeowner plans to spend $25,000 to install a geothermal heating system. The homeowner estimates that the average energy cost will then be $2,700. Which of the following inequalities can be solved to find T, the number of years after installation at which the total amount of energy cost savings will exceed the installation cost? Alright, so installation cost. They're going to spend $25,000. And average annual energy cost will be $2,700. Current is that. And T is the number of years. And they want to know the total amount of savings will exceed the installation. So if it's exceeding the installation, it needs to be bigger. And then it needs to be bigger than your starting amount minus the 2712 times the number of years that you're doing it. So this has it in the right direction, this has it mixed up. This is dividing, and they're not talking about a proportion, they want to know just the straight amount. So it's going to be B. Between 1985 and 2003, the data were collected every 3 years on the amount of plastic produced annually in the United States in billions of pounds. They gave the units, and the units are billions. Doesn't always matter, but it might. So always pay attention to the units.
Billions. Years. Billions.
The graph below shows the data and a line of best fit. The equation of the line of best fit is, I'm going to write this down because this is for a couple questions. Where X is the number of years since 1985 and Y is the amount of plastic produced annually. And let's scroll down to 21. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the number 3.39 in the context of the problem? 3.39 is my slope. Slope is X things per
That's a decisive moment.
Y things per X thing. So the amount of plastic during 85, that would be my slope intercept. It's not that. B, the number of years it took the U.S. to produce 1 billion pounds. No. The average annual plastic production in billions of pounds in the U.S. from 85 to 2003. And not really. The average annual increase in billions of pounds of plastic produced per year. So plastic per year. My plastic is my Y things, my years is my X thing. All right, number 20.